Welcome back to Air Flight Space. Today, we're doing a deep dive, a strategic assessment really, into a pretty wild concept. How exactly do you take a commercial crop duster and transform it into a globally deployable special operations powerhouse? We're going to unpack the OA-1K Skyraider II and its newly unveiled rapid deployment capabilities. Let's jump straight into this policy-oriented explainer.
Here is our briefing agenda for today. 1. The close air support gap. 2. The OA-1K solution. 3. Rapid global deployment. 4. Survivability and safety. And 5. The procurement outlook.
Section 1. The close air support gap. So let's look at a core strategic vulnerability right now. When U.S. Special Operations Forces need fixed-wing close air support, they usually have to borrow conventional fighter squadrons from the broader Air Force, Navy, or Marine Corps. It's a structural gap, While Air Force Special Operations Command, or AFSOC, has plenty of transports and helicopters, calling in conventional fast jets requires a ton of coordination. It pulls assets from other theaters. Bottom line, AFSOC desperately needs a dedicated asset that literally lives and breathes special operations. Moving on to Section 2, the OA-1K solution. Now, the OA-1K Skyraider II isn't some multi-billion-dollar clean-sheet stealth fighter. Amazingly, it's fundamentally an air tractor AT-802. Yes, a two-seat commercial crop dusting plane. Prime contractor L3 Harris basically took this rugged agricultural workhorse and engineered a total transformation, turning it into a specialized armed Overwatch military platform. It's honestly a massive practical leap. You start with that base AT-802. It's rugged, reliable, designed to fly from rough dirt strips. Then L3 Harris integrates these heavy-duty, modular military modifications. We're talking precision weapons payloads, advanced targeting sensors, secure military comms, and even active counter-drone capabilities. It takes the grit of a farm plane and gives it the lethal precision that commando units actually need. But the real game-changer here? It's the endurance. A single Skyraider II can loiter on station, fully armed, for more than 8 hours. From a strategic standpoint, that is absolutely huge. While your conventional fast jets are burning through fuel and constantly needing aerial refueling, the OA-1K can orbit a target area for an entire combat shift, providing persistent, uninterrupted overwatch. And it does all of this at altitudes up to 23,000 feet. So it perfectly marries high-altitude observation with the ability to take off from austere, unpaved runways in isolated locales, places traditional fighters couldn't even dream of landing. It essentially brings the air support right directly to the frontline perimeter. Section 3. Rapid Global Deployment. L3 Harris have been exploring this crisis response niche since 2024, and now they've actually proven it works. Think of it like a giant tactical puzzle. First, maintenance crews just take the wings off the OA-1K. Next, they load the disassembled aircraft into heavy transports like a Boeing C-17 or a C-5, and those transports can actually carry multiple Skyraiders at once. They fly literally anywhere in the world, and upon arrival, crews rapidly snap the aircraft back together into a flyable, combat-ready condition. Lieutenant Colonel Robert Wilson, who is the AO-1K Requirements Branch Chief at AFSOC, really hit the nail on the head here. He noted that this entire rapid disassembly and reassembly process happens in just a matter of hours. That kind of speed completely alters how decision-makers can respond to emerging global crises. You instantly have an organic, close air support package ready to deploy right alongside your ground teams. Section 4. Survivability and Safety. Okay, so here is the core policy debate. On one hand, this aircraft offers extreme utility in low-intensity conflicts, giving commando units critical stand-in weapon support in the middle of nowhere. But on the other hand, there is very serious criticism about its survivability. Because it operates at low speeds with a turboprop engine, it is highly vulnerable to modern air defense systems and precision shoulder-fired missiles. It is a calculated, high-stakes trade-off for sure. And the program has moved incredibly fast, though definitely not without hurdles. After exploring the niche in 2024, they delivered the first combat-capable jet to AFSOC in Oklahoma by early 2025. However, they hit a major complication in October 2025 with a training crash at Will Rogers Base. But despite that setback, the program pressed forward, officially unveiling the rapid deployment capability in May 2026. Actually, regarding that October 2025 crash, while it was a setback, it inadvertently provided some incredible real-world data on the airframe safety. Neither crew member was injured. And that positive outcome is credited directly to the structural modifications L3 Harris made to the base frame, specifically the heavily reinforced landing gear and a cockpit strengthened to withstand high-G impacts. The crop duster proved it could take a real hit. Finally, Section 5, the procurement outlook. We are currently seeing a widening gap between what the military requires and budgetary realities. Originally, Special Operations Command wanted a full fleet of 75 OA-1Ks, but the program has faced consecutive cuts. It was chopped to 62 aircraft in 2024, and the latest projections for 2027 show it shrinking even further, down to just 53 aircraft. So the fleet is literally shrinking before it's even fully stood up. Despite those cuts, AFSOC Commander Lieutenant General Michael Conley remains a staunch advocate for procuring the full 75 aircraft. He argues that whether you need to find, fix, target, or engage, this platform adapts. He views it as a unique modular solution for a wide range of ops, delivering critical armed overwatch at an absolute fraction of the cost of conventional jet fighters. But the crucial takeaway here for policymakers is that these fleet reductions are not set in stone yet. Any cuts to procurement have to be formally approved by the U.S. Congress as part of the annual defense budget. So the battle over whether AFOC gets 53, 62, or all 75 of its requested Skyraider IIs is going to be fought in legislative committees over this coming year.
Which leaves us with a final, provocative question. As defense budgets tighten and air defense threats get more advanced, can low-cost, low-altitude platforms like the OA-1K really survive in future conflicts? Or does their unmatched loiter time and ability to pack into the back of a C-17 make them an indispensable necessity for modern special ops? It is a fascinating debate over the future of our force planning.
Thank you so much for joining me for this strategic briefing. If you found this explainer valuable, please hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to the Air Flight Space channel for more in-depth defense and aviation content. Let me know your thoughts on the OA-1K in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next explainer.